Okay.
Got me?
Yeah.
Okay.
We're on.
Good evening, everyone. Tuesday night, you might know there'd be a basketball game going on someplace in Indiana. Welcome to North Decatur High School, where our North Decatur Chargers take on the Milan Indians. I'm Gary Cook along with Jeff Gauck, ready to bring you the broadcast. First of all, I'd like to start off congratulating our girls. Big sectional championship win on Saturday night, and they'll be traveling just a short hour and 45-minute trip to West Washington on Saturday to play a 4 o'clock start with the Linton Lady Miners.
Yeah, congratulations to our Lady Chargers. A convincing win there on Saturday night. I was a little surprised by the margin of victory, but they played really well, played really hard, and just a lot of fun to watch Saturday night.
It was, yeah. We kind of extended it out, and I think they cut it finally to 8 there early in the fourth quarter, but then we were able to extend it at the end to finish up with an 18-point win. So great championship win for our Lady Chargers, and now we got a week to get ready for the top-ranked, or not top-ranked, but one of the top-ranked. That's sectional that Linton won. The number 1 and the number 2 teams in the state were in it, and
Linton knocked off number 1, right?
Yes. Yeah.
Wow.
Number 1 beat number 2 on Friday night, and then Linton, who I think is 8th or 9th maybe in the rankings. So yeah, it'll be fun Saturday. So hopefully everybody will get a chance to come down and join us. But let's talk a little bit about Milan, Jeff. Been a little bit of a struggle for them this year, which I told you before we took the air. I was kind of surprised. I know they've got some starters back from last year, and they won their first game of the season last week, and they beat Rising Sun. So we're checking the audio to see if we have voice and make sure. But they won their first game at Rising Sun last, I believe, Thursday by 6 points. Some of the common opponents, they've lost a couple of times to South Ripley. Jacksonville beat them. Rising Sun beat them earlier in the year. Triton Central beat them. Southwestern Hanover beat them. Oldenburg beat them last Saturday after they won on Thursday. In the most recent game, they lost to Waldron by 3 back on December 15th. That's kind of a comparison. That's who our Chargers played last Thursday. So give you an idea, they're averaging currently 50.3 points per game, giving up 67.3. The 3 young men that I kind of remember from last year, senior and 2 sophomores. Number 5, Ben Reilly, 6'1" senior. Number 11, Micah Norman, a 6'1" sophomore. And number 20, Gabe Reilly, 6'2" sophomore. Those are, I think, their main scorers. I don't have a lot of information, stats on them from Max Preps or anything. They are primarily a zone team. Coach Metz told me they'll either play a 3-2 or a 2-3. And he thought that the keys for us, the number 1 key is getting off to a good start. Against a team like Milan, as we might expect, Jeff, team that's been struggling, you don't want to let them just hang around and get their confidence. You've got to make sure that, not that we need to go out and blow them out, but we need to get a little lead here early and kind of extend that at halftime and make sure that they're not hanging around so that they're 5 or 6, 7 points down heading into the fourth quarter.
Okay.
So I think that's going to be really important. We must create a quicker tempo, according to Coach Metz. Milan lacks a little depth, so we're hoping to wear them down a little bit. And I think in the half court offensively, you got to really work on attacking the basket, not settling for perimeter shots. He said pressure defensively on their perimeter will bother them a little bit, and we got to really, in the half court, do a lot of communicating. So that, in a nutshell, is what we're looking at, and hopefully we can get off to a good start here.
Well, I know Coach Metz has got a little different starting lineup than we've seen this year, so I think he's looking to get some outside shooters on the court. You bring up their zone defense, so now it makes a little more sense to me now as to why some of these kids are starting versus others that aren't. So that explains something to me, and looks like we're getting ready to do the national anthem here, Gary. Then we'll come back with starting lineups.
All right. Again, welcome to Charger basketball here on WTRE.
We all make preparations for our family's well-being in case of an accident or job loss, but it's just as important to plan ahead for the inevitable, to record and communicate our end-of-life wishes to help ease the stress and emotional burden on our families. Helping our neighbors plan ahead with no cost or obligation is what Gilliland Howe Funeral Home does best. Planning your own funeral arrangements in advance is one of the greatest gifts you can give your loved ones. It can help eliminate guesswork for your family, and with our complimentary assistance, it's actually very simple to do. Give us a call at Gilliland Howe Funeral Home, 812-663-8341.
The Wrap Up the Year sales event is underway at Acre Chrysler Dodge Jeep and Ram. Right now, the crew at Acres have great deals, incentives, and blowout pricing on all new 2023 vehicles. New 2023 Ram trucks save up to $15,000 off MSRP. And pre-owned vehicles are red tag sale price to move to make room for the new 2024 models. See Josh Camplain, Tony DiLoretto, Kevin Milburn, or Dan Rubel for the Wrap Up the Year sales event at Acre Chrysler Dodge Jeep and Ram in Greensburg.
This is Michelle Galk with Batesville Chrysler Dodge Jeep. With over 30 years of experience in the car business, we know the key to success is providing superior customer service before and after the sale. At Batesville Chrysler Dodge Jeep, service is not just a promise, it's a guarantee. We have a trained, low-pressure sales staff ready to serve you. We have a service department with Chrysler-certified technicians with years of experience and all the latest diagnostic equipment. Service before and after the sale. Why go anywhere else? Please visit us at Batesville Chrysler Dodge Jeep or online 24 hours a day at BatesvilleChryslerDodgeJeep.com.
Welcome back to North Decatur High School here, and we're ready for our starting lineups, Jeff, so I'll let you handle that.
All right. The Milan Indians visiting tonight here at North Decatur. They're going to start number 5, Ben Reilly, a 6'1 senior. Number 11, Micah Norman, a 6'1 sophomore. Number 14, Justin Castletine, a 5'11 senior. Number 20, Gabe Reilly, a 6'2 sophomore. And number 40, Trenton Langferman, a 6' senior. Your starters for the Milan Indians tonight.
Yeah, so 3 seniors and 2 sophomores for the Indians. As I mentioned earlier, Reilly, both the Reillys and Norman, all 3 started for him last year. So they've got a little experience, but hopefully the Chargers can contain them.
All right, your starters for the North Decatur Chargers tonight. Like I said, a little different starting lineup. Number 3, Owen Eldridge, a 6'2 junior. Number 5, Caden Muckerhide, a 5'11 senior. Number 15, Mason Morris, a 6'3 junior. Number 21, Logan Odell, a 6'2 sophomore. And number 45, Brady Maurer, a 6'5 junior. Your Chargers starters.
Well, I'm sure you're right, Jeff, with Logan Odell in that lineup. It gives us another perimeter shooting threat, and I'm sure with their zone defense, Coach Metz is looking to put a little spark out there with Logan, and I think that's great for Logan to get this opportunity. We're obviously going to need him as the season winds down and as the tournament comes up, because he's going to be a critical factor for us, and sometimes that works out a few butterflies and so forth just to throw you out there and put you in that starting lineup.
All right, we got the teams on the floor. Milan in their road blacks, trimmed in yellow. Chargers in their home whites. Eldridge and number 20, Reilly. Gabe Reilly in the circle. Ball goes up. Here we go. Long tip goes back. It's going to be. They're going to give it to the Chargers.
Yeah, I think Owen got just a little too much of it there.
Well, that's what I thought too, but they give it to us. So
really,
Chargers got the basketball to start this game. Muckerhide with the ball in his hands. Milan comes out in a man-to-man defense to start this game. Muckerhide, right-hand side to the rim, comes up short, and a foul on Owen Eldridge as he reaches over that Indian. Chargers going to start some full court pressure here, man-to-man.
Pick up the tempo a little bit here.
Get number 11 there. Work on names.
Norman is
corner.
11.
Number 5, Reilly. He puts up a shot. It's short. Milan gets the rebound, but it bounces out of their hands into Owen Eldridge's hands. He's racing it up the center of the court. Now moves to the right-hand side. Takes her all the way to the baseline. Kicks out. He traveled.
Yeah, that's not a good start. Had a turnover and a missed shot. And little pressure here by Muckerhide.
Yep, Indians with the ball, really has it. He breaks the pressure handily, and he moves it to the left-hand side. Muckerhide stays on him pretty tight. He's able to swat the ball out of bounds, Indian ball.
H&R Block, our first quarter sponsor here.
Really triggered in for the Indians on the sideline. Oh, that should be over and back. Yes, it is. Went off that Indian's hands in the front court, in the back court. You had to go back and get it. It's Castletine.
You know what? I'm not sure on that. He never had possession of it. Just kind of, I know we didn't deflect or anything, but obviously I'm not an official. They know what they're doing, I guess.
Yeah. We're going to give them the benefit of the doubt so far. Chargers with the basketball in their front court. Milan Indians into man-to-man. Odell down the corner to Maurer. Maurer takes a dribble up on top, and around the arc we go. We'll find Odell in the right corner. Moves it up on top. Now Morris. Morris puts it on the floor, gets to the front of the rim, comes up off the rim, no good. Indians with the basketball. Norman races it down the left-hand side and puts it in. Your first score of the night. Maurer's going to try a three from the left wing. It's long, no good. Morris, Eldridge fight for the rebound, tip it into the Indians' hands. Here comes Reilly, right-hand side. Muckerhide stops him across the free throw line. Gives it to teammate. His shot off hard, gets his own rebound, puts it up, misses again. Muckerhide's got it. Well, Gary, not many made shots so far.
No, it's looks like a little bit of a struggle right now, both ends.
Muckerhide with the ball in his hands. Milan stays in a man-to-man defense. This ought to be a clear. I think Muckerhide can take this kid. We find Maurer in the right corner. He's going to try a three, and he hits it.
3-2 Chargers here in our H&R Block first quarter.
Indians with the ball. Really has it up on top, getting Chargers in their man-to-man defense. The other really has it now, and they work it around the arc. Langtherman has it, picks up his dribble, and called him for a travel.
First turnover for the Indians. 5:43 to go here in our H&R Block first quarter.
Chargers with the basketball in the front court now. Find Logan Odell, right wing, wide open. He fires that three. He's short. Rebound by the Indians. Norman pulls it down, passes it up the head to one of the Reillys, number 20. That's Gabe. He got fouled on the shot, so he's going to go to the line for two. Eldridge picks up that foul. He's got two.
Looks like Cooper Palmer ready to check in for the Chargers.
So the first player to go to the line tonight's Gabe Reilly for the Indians. It's his first one.
Yeah, that hurts Owen picking up two quick ones here.
Yeah. Reilly gets the ball from the referee, puts the second one in the air, and it's good. 4-3 in favor of the Indians. Chargers with the basketball. Farmer, who checked in for Eldridge, got the ball in his hands. Free throw line extended, gives it to Muckerhide. Muckerhide's outside the arc, got his dribble alive. Looks like the Indians has fallen into a zone this time. Muckerhide drives in, got fouled on the drive.
Looks like they're going to call it on the floor, so it'll be Charger ball out of bounds under the basket.
Five Reilly's going to pick up that foul for the Indians, his first, team's first. Morris triggered in under a Charger basket. He's looking, find Muckerhide on the left wing. He puts the ball on the floor, drives it to the low post, kicks out to Odell. He comes up, his three-pointer short. Reilly, Gabe Reilly with the ball. Gets it all the way to the right baseline before he gets stopped. They throw it around the arc now. Norman has it. Steps back for a long two-pointer, in and out. Twice, no good. Langtherman got the rebound, and no, they called a foul on the floor. Wow. If you're a Milan Indian, you don't like that call.
Yeah.
That foul's going to be on Muckerhide, his first. Team's third. Indians triggered in. Norman going to try a right wing three, and he hits it.
7-3 Indians. 4:45 to go here in our H&R Block first quarter.
Chargers with the ball here. Farmer has it, finds Odell in a nice cut. Left side of the basket, he rolls it out. Boy, Odell's just struggling tonight.
Yeah, he's been short on both of his three-point attempts, just not getting the ball above.
Indians
rim.
got the ball in the lane, couldn't finish. Maurer's with the rebound. They knock it out of his hands, right into Morris's. He gives it up to Muckerhide in the front court. He goes strong to left-hand side. Shots blocked out of bounds, Charger ball. Muckerhide triggered in for our Chargers on the baseline under our basket. Odell in the corner. Brings it up on top to Morris. Back to Muckerhide on the left wing. He goes in the lane. Gets it tipped out of his hands. Turnover by the Chargers. It's the Indians. They're racing down the court. They put it up and in on the right-hand side. That's Ben Reilly, his first points.
Like Coach Met's going to call a full timeout. It's 9-3 Indians to start the game here. Just what we talked about we didn't want to happen has happened. So we'll take a sponsor break and be back with Charger basketball here on WTRE.
Fill those recycling containers. In Decatur County, acceptable items you can recycle include aluminum and steel cans, glass bottles and jars, plastic tubs, jugs, and bottles, paper products like cardboard, newspapers, magazines, office paper, and all that unwanted junk mail. Items that are not accepted include plastic bags and styrofoam. Decatur County has permanent recycling sites in Greensburg, St. Paul, Lake Santee, and Westport, with mobile recycling the first and second Saturdays of the month. Remember to reduce, reuse, and recycle.
Well, Jeff, we've started off pretty cold right here. We're 1 for 8 from the field.
I was watching Coach Metz during the timeout. He was trying to give our kids a wake-up call, I guess you could say. So let's see if
the other thing that's kind of hurt us a little bit is they're beating us down the floor in transition, too.
Yeah.
We've got to get back. And
Muckerhide has the ball in the left wing, puts it on the floor, gets to the free throw line extended, kicks out to Maurer in the corner. It's short, no good. Parmer there with the strong rebound, up and in.
Good putback, second chance points there for Cooper Parmer. 9-5.
Yep, Indians beat us down the floor again. Maurer's able to block that shot. He clears it out with the dribble and gives it to Muckerhide. Muckerhide brings it up the left-hand side of the court, and what happened here? Looks like Maurer pushed somebody away from the ball, so he's going to pick up a foul. That's 4 team fouls on our Chargers. Indians inbound across the court from us. Ben Reilly has the ball in his hands, their main ball handler. Gives it up to Gabe, his brother. Now Norman has it. Castletine tries to throw it away. He gives it to one of the Reillys. Left-hand side, working the ball. Gives it to Norman. Norman one dribble. Tried to get to screen or pick and roll. Didn't quite work. We get our hands on it. Rolls into the Indians' hands. Norman has it on the high right-hand side. Going to take it up on top. Chargers in a man-to-man defense. Now on the right-hand side. Looking inside, there's nothing doing. Still looking, still with the ball in his hands.
Good patience here by the Indians.
Yeah, Norman free throw line.
Good,
Morris
nice block
blocks
there
that
by Mason
shot.
Morris.
Gets his block in his own hands, works it up the right-hand side of the court. Gives it up to Muckerhide. They're trying to trap Muckerhide. Gives to Morris, who found his way to the right-hand side of the basket. He got fouled on that shot, so he's going to the Big Sky free throw line.
Yeah, good play on the defensive end there by Mason Morris. Just went straight up, made the block, came up with the loose ball, and headed the other way.
Something we didn't say much the other night. It's the Big Sky free throw line.
No, that's for sure.
See how Mason does here. His first one's in the air, rolls it off the side of the rim, no good.
9-5 Indians, 2:41 to go here in our H&R Block first quarter.
Morris's second shot in the air. That's good. 2:40 to play here. Still a long time to play in this first quarter. Milan with the ball in their front court now. Castletine has it out by the timeline. Odell's on him. Langferman has it on the right-hand side. Schnell is checked in the ball game for our Chargers. One of the Reillys has it over there. I think that's Gabe. Kicks it inside. Shot gets turned around. Langferman's under there for the rebound, and it's up and in.
You know, that's their third offensive rebound already. And I think they've got maybe 4 points off those offensive rebounds.
Chargers down 5 with the basketball here in the first quarter. Muckerhide has it. Gets it to Parmer in the lane. Gets tipped out of his hands. And here goes Norman, right-hand side. Lays it up and in.
Yeah, you don't like those live ball turnovers because, boy, they go the other way in a hurry and convert them to points. 13-6 Indians.
Still in the man-to-man. They're kind of trapping out of it a little bit. Muckerhide gets it to Morris on the right-hand side. Schnell on the baseline. Finds Muckerhide. Cutting to the basket, up and in.
Nice pass by Marshall Schnell. Nice cut by Caden Muckerhide there.
Indians struggle with it a little bit in the backcourt. They get to Ben Reilly. He brings it up to right-hand side. Muckerhide's on him. Now gets around Muckerhide. 4-footer in the lane.
Well,
rolls it in.
we've got to do a better job of keeping him from getting in the paint. He's pretty much going to the paint and the lane area and scoring or dishing off whenever he wants to.
I think we're gambling a little too much on defense, Gary. We need to just play solid defense, keep them in front of us. Foul on Langfordman now of the Indians. And I don't think their coach is going to be happy with that, as he was way far away from the basket for that foul. His second, team's third.
It's like number 10, Ethan Pierce checks in for the Indians. His first action of the game.
Chargers with the ball, move it into the front court now after that foul by the Indians. It's Muckerhide and Reilly. Muckerhide puts up a 15-footer. He comes up short. Morris gets the rebound, kicks it back to Muckerhide. Morris on the left-hand side. He's going to take the rim. It got knocked out of his hands. The Indians, of course, pick up another loose ball. Hasseltine brings it into the front court. Odell checks him there. Pierce now with the ball on the left-hand side. Schnell's got him. Reilly now moves it up on top. Guarded by Palmer. Now gets the low block. Going to try to back himself in. He has to give it up to a teammate. Hasseltine has it. Now Reilly back in the corner. Palmer's on him tight. Pierce work it around. I believe that's Norman. It is. Works the left-hand side. Finds a nice cutting Pierce, and he puts it up and in.
Yeah, right now Norman and Ben Reilly are just having their way with us as far as getting the ball in the lane. And
they're kind of just schooling us. If they played hard every game like this, Muckerhide drives it up and hits it. It's hard to believe that they've only won one game this year. Indians with the ball. Reilly gets it in, 13-footer, turnaround, hits it.
Nice shot by Reilly there. Well, that's not good to give up 19 points to a team that's won one ball game in the first quarter, Jeff. So we'll take a sponsor break and be back with Charger basketball here on WTRE.
2 seconds to go. The shot's up on the rim, and it's.
Don't wait till the end of the game and the final buzzer to take your shot for a newer vehicle at Buyride Auto. Great game-winning vehicles and deals with Buyride Auto's experienced team. Win the game with a vehicle from Buyride Auto, Greensburg's used car superstore, 920 North Michigan Avenue, or call 812-662-9922 today.
We're back here at North Decatur High School for our Decatur County Memorial Hospital second quarter. Chargers trailing 19-10 to start with here. We talked about getting off to a good start and extending the lead, and I think we've energized the Indians a little bit.
Well, I'll tell you, we've struggled, Gary. I mean, you typically think Owen Eldridge is going to get you a few points. He's already on the bench, saddled with 2 fouls there early in the first quarter. Odell, a kid that's getting his first varsity start tonight, you think he's come off the bench there Thursday night and done a really good job. Got 9 points, I believe, Thursday night. He's held scoreless. Brady Maurer has our only 3-pointer on the night so far. And so there's 3 kids right there you expect a little more out of, and we just haven't gotten it for some reason tonight.
Well, and the other piece of the puzzle, too, is that we just haven't defended them very well in the half court. They're getting transition baskets.
Muckerhide picks up that errant pass from the Indians, and his shot on the left side of the rim is missed, and another defensive rebound by the Indians. Man number 3, Voss, is now in the game for the Indians. He kicks it back to Reilly. I believe that's Gabe Reilly has it. Now Norman has it, left-hand side. He fires a 3 from over there and drains it.
He's a pretty good player. 22-10 Indians here.
Odell has it, high left-hand side. Now Morris on the left side. Farmer up on top. Norman fouled him going for the pass.
Farmer will trigger it in on the sideline.
Team's first this quarter. Finds Muckerhide in the right corner. Goes inside to Maurer on the low block. He puts up a shot and he hits it.
That's part of the game right there with our height advantage with Brady. We need to be exploiting that some.
Reilly gets underneath the basket. That shot gets blocked right in his brother's hands. It's missed. Gabe gets it back. He puts up another shot and hits it.
There's at least 6 second chance points now.
And there again, Milan beat us down the floor. It wasn't a fast break, but they beat us down the floor and got in a position they liked. 24-12, Chargers in trouble here early in the second quarter. Muckerhide with the ball on the right wing for our Chargers. Gets a ball screen from Odell, moves to the middle of the court. Now looking for a teammate to throw to. Odell steps out. Now Morris has it in the right corner. He looks inside, nothing doing. Now Muckerhide up on top. Puts it on the floor, gets to the free throw line, kicks back to Morris. Morris finds Maurer in the corner, up on top to Odell. Looks like Chargers going to reset their offense here as we move to Palmer in the left corner. Back to Muckerhide. Muckerhide can't get around his man, gives to Palmer. Now Odell, and around the arc we go. Muckerhide on the right-hand side. Milan Indians are getting excited here. Their fans are, like their defensive effort. Find Odell, left wing three. It's going to be off no good, and the Indians come away with another rebound. Morris tries to steal that pass, goes out on Morris, so good effort. So the Indians going to inbound right in front of the Chargers bench. Norman the triggered in. Chargers stay in their man-to-man defense. Voss has it.
Might have traveled there.
Now Norman, he's going to fire a long three. It's off the back iron, no good. And he goes in there to get his own rebound. It's a tie-up. Should be Charger basketball.
Yep. Yeah, they almost came away with another offensive board.
The young man shot it, and he knew right away, and he followed his shot right
Yep.
in there. Chargers with the basketball. Palmer up on top, setting the offense. Give it to Muckerhide. Maurer on the left block. Backing his way in. He turns, shoots. It's long, no good. And the Indians come away with another rebound. Quickly up the floor, Norman. He's going to put up a 12-footer. He comes up short, and the Indians are the only one chasing the basketball down. Voss puts up a three. He airballs that, or nearly airballs it, out of bounds to our Chargers.
Yeah, both teams struggling a little bit right now from the field. 24-12 Indians on top.
Muckerhide gets the ball in the front court. Cutting some men through the middle. Now Palmer. Now Muckerhide on the right-hand side. Milan stay in this man-to-man defense. Muckerhide, they jump, run two at him. Maurer's got free throw line extended. Find Odell, right corner. There, he got one. Three-pointer for Logan Odell.
24-15. 4:50 to go here in our Decatur County Memorial Hospital second quarter.
Reilly to Voss. Back to Reilly. This is Gabe. Takes it to the baseline, stops, picks up his dribble, looks, gets a teammate cut, and Morris does a good job of stealing that pass. He's bringing it right down the center of the court, finds Odell, left wing three. Come on, Logan, hit another one. 2 3-pointers for Odell.
Well, the good thing there, Jeff, that defensive stance kind of generated some offense for us there. Got out, got the lanes filled, and Mason Morris did a really nice job of spotting Logan over on the left side there. And I thought the referee was going to get in the way there of the pass, but Logan was able to get his feet set and knock that in. So we have a 30-second timeout here by the Indians, but 24-18, Indians on top. 4:27 to go here in our Decatur County Memorial Hospital second quarter.
What was a 12-point lead for the Indians after 2 3-pointers, Gary's turned into just a 6-point lead, and now our Chargers, I think, hopefully found a little spark that they needed here.
Well, I still say what we do on the defensive end is going to really propel us offensively, especially when you get a loose ball or a live ball turnover like that.
Yeah, that last possession, exactly what you talked about. You know, Morris done a great job of stealing that pass and led to break. All right, Indians with the ball after that 30-second timeout. Voss has it on the left-hand side. Muckerhide's able to steal that pass across court. Left-hand side, he got fouled going up. He's going to the Big Sky free throw line. Foul, I believe, should be on Ben Reilly. That's his second.
It's a third turnover for the Indians. Again, Muckerhide has a chance for those Big Sky free throws here to cut the lead to 4.
Puts up his first one. Good.
Yeah, that those live ball turnovers sometimes we underestimate how important those are.
Muckerhide's going to try a second one here. The ball's in the air, and it's good.
Chargers picking up full court.
They get the ball to Norman. He's working against Morris. He gets it into the front court. Throws to a teammate who's checked in. That's McCown. I think he played some JV ball. Finds Voss. I think he may have traveled. On the baseline, out of bounds, Charger basketball.
Fourth turnover now. It's 3 consecutive turnovers on possessions for the Indians. And again, that's the thing about a team like Milan who's trying to search for a little identity and trying to gain some momentum. You know, sometimes when they start turning the ball over and making mistakes, it just kind of snowballs.
Chargers with the ball. Muckerhide gets to the free throw line, kicks it out to Palmer on the right-hand side. He drives the low block, finds Maurer in the lane. He puts it up. He comes up short again. The Indians come away with the basketball. That's Norman with it.
Yeah, Brady missed a tough one there. I know it was a little jump shot there, a little push shot, but
they find really. He tries baseline. Palmer's there to shut that off. He gets in the lane, puts up a 10-footer, banks it home. It's Gabe Reilly. His 7th point of the quarter. 26-20, 6-point lead for the Milan Indians. Chargers with the basketball. This is a good matchup for us here. Muckerhide gets it to the elbow, fires his shot, and Maurer's able to pull that rebound down. Kicks out to Odell, tried another three. It's no good. Milan Indians, another rebound. Only black jerseys under there, Gary.
Yep.
Norman, Pierce, all by himself. He's not going to shoot that shot, and we back way off of him. Now gives it to Voss. McCown has it on the left-hand side. Cross court we come to Gabe Reilly. He takes it up on top now. Finds Voss on the right wing. Left wing, moves into the free throw lane. Finds Pierce. Pierce gets a big body from Maurer. No call on that. McCowan, and they just about steal that pass. Voss gets it, takes it to the baseline. Pierce has it. Maurer's able to get a big block right into Muckerhide's hands. Races on. It's Muckerhide, right side of the rim, up and in.
26-22, Indians, 2:15 to go here in our second quarter.
We leave really wide open. Long two, it's missed, and Odell comes away with the rebound. Chargers got a chance to cut this thing to 2 or less. Maurer's going to try a left wing three. Got it! Maurer's second three of the night makes it a 1-point deficit for the Chargers. 1:57 to play before halftime. Chargers going to try to trap Norman. It goes out of bounds. Turnover, Indians.
Yeah, that's good backside coverage here by, I think Cooper Palmer stepped in there and forced that turnover. So that's what I say, your defense a lot of times can ignite your offense, and you get some turnovers that get you going the other way, especially if it's a live ball turnover, and all of a sudden shots start going in the basket.
It's certainly changed here in the second quarter. As a full timeout by the Milan Indians, there's their coach want to talk about this. They had a 12-point lead was their biggest lead.
Yeah, 24-12, and Chargers have outscored them 13-2 here. Get back in the ball game, and again, that's what I say. If you can put a little pressure on them and force some bad shots and force them to make some turnovers, then they start second guessing themselves a little bit when the ball's going in the basket early there for them. Another big thing is we've made shots, so that's kind of taken away their transition a little bit too. So just continue getting stops on the defensive end is really critical.
What about turnovers this quarter? I don't feel like we've had any, have we?
I don't keep them by quarters. We've got 4. I know we had at least 3 of those the first quarter. I can't remember if we had another one this quarter or if we've had all 4 of them in the first quarter. The Indians have got 5 turnovers, and 4 of those have come here just in the last probably 4 minutes.
Yeah. And Gary, I just looked at the scoreboard. We have not fouled this quarter.
Yeah.
So after that Indian turnover and full timeout, Chargers get the basketball and they moved into the front court.
We've done a better job of keeping them in front of us on the
Muckerhide, Maurer, right corner. He's going to try it. It's long, no good. Nothing but black jerseys. Ben Reilly's going to bring it down the right sideline. Muckerhide's on him. Gets a ball screen from Pierce. Steps back for a 3, but Muckerhide recovers. Now Gabe Reilly has it. He gets it to the free throw line. Can't get a shot up. McCowan has it. Moves it to the right-hand side. Odell checks him. Around the arc we go. Gabe Reilly has it up on top. Palmer's on him. Giving him plenty of room. Minute 16 to play till halftime. 1-point game. Chargers down 25-26. Chargers have not led at all tonight. Indians working the ball up on top. Hasseltine has it. Now Gabe Reilly on the right-hand side. Works it up on top. Gives it to Ben. Ben Reilly has it. Muckerhide's on him. Gets a ball screen. And he's still working over there. They're being patient, and we call this our defense is being patient as well. Wouldn't you agree, Gary?
Exactly. Good discipline and not trying to gamble.
Milan has it on the left-hand side.
Let them make the mistake.
Ben Reilly, and we just release a man. He throws it long. Morris is there. Gives it up to Muckerhide. We got a half-minute play before halftime. Muckerhide with the ball in his hands. Finds Farmer on the left wing. Back to Muckerhide up on top. 25 seconds to play. See if Coach Metz is going to call for one. We back it out. We're down to 20 seconds to play here in before half.
Yeah, Coach Metz called out a special set called Gator. I'm not sure what that is off the top of my head, but
we're down to
hopefully
10
it's
seconds.
a make.
Gets a ball screen from Farmer. He gets some help. Muckerhide has to pick up his dribble. We're down to 4. Farmer gets it. Oh, right side of the rim to Morris, up and in.
Really nice look by Cooper Palmer there on the assist. Mason Morris down low, knocks it in to give the Chargers their first lead of the game here at halftime. 27-26 Chargers. We'll take some sponsor breaks and be back with our Stones Farm Service halftime show right after this.
Sports are being brought to you in part by Chris Tebby with Hamilton and Tebby Law Office in Greensburg. Hamilton and Tebby specialize in business, estate, and family law, criminal defense, guardianships, wills, trusts, and more. Hamilton and Tebby Law Office is located at 117 South Broadway in Greensburg. If the ball's in your court, call 812-663-4082 about their legal services today.
If it's tire time, Walters Tire, your Goodyear dealer in Greensburg, has a great deal. Right now, you can get $200 in rebate savings on the purchase of 4 select Goodyear tires when you use your Goodyear credit card. And Walters Tire is part of the Goodyear Service Network and your Michelin Farm Tire dealer as well. Walters Tire at 220 West Main in Greensburg. Phone 812-663-7551.
JC Bank is now open in Greensburg at 1035 North Lincoln Street, bringing over a century of community banking to you. JC Bank supports local high school sports teams, helping young athletes thrive for stronger communities. They offer top-notch banking, investment, and trust services. Whether you need a mortgage or business banking, JC Bank is here for you. Learn more at jcbank.com. JC Bank, the bank for your street, not Wall Street. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
We all make preparations for our family's well-being in case of an accident or job loss, but it's just as important to plan ahead for the inevitable. To record and communicate our end-of-life wishes to help ease the stress and emotional burden on our families. Helping our neighbors plan ahead with no cost or obligation is what Gill & Howe Funeral Home does best. Planning your own funeral arrangements in advance is one of the greatest gifts you can give your loved ones. It can help eliminate guesswork for your family, and with our complimentary assistance, it's actually very simple to do. Give us a call at Gill & Howe Funeral Home, 812-663-8341.
The wrap-up the year sales event is underway at Acre Chrysler Dodge Jeep and Ram. Right now, the crew at Acres have great deals, incentives, and blowout pricing on all new 2023 vehicles. New 2023 Ram trucks save up to $15,000 off MSRP. And pre-owned vehicles are red tag sale price to move to make room for the new 2024 models. See Josh Camplain, Tony DiLoretto, Kevin Milburn, or Dan Rubel for the wrap-up the year sales event at Acre Chrysler Dodge Jeep and Ram in Greensburg.
This is Michelle Gauk with Batesville Chrysler Dodge Jeep. With over 30 years of experience in the car business, we know the key to success is providing superior customer service before and after the sale. At Batesville Chrysler Dodge Jeep, service is not just a promise, it's a guarantee. We have a trained, low-pressure sales staff ready to serve you. We have a service department with Chrysler-certified technicians with years of experience and all the latest diagnostic equipment. Service before and after the sale. Why go anywhere else? Please visit us at Batesville Chrysler Dodge Jeep or online 24 hours a day at BatesvilleChryslerDodgeJeep.com.
Fill those recycling containers. In Decatur County, acceptable items you can recycle include aluminum and steel cans, glass bottles and jars, plastic tubs, jugs, and bottles, paper products like cardboard, newspapers, magazines, office paper, and all that unwanted junk mail. Items that are not accepted include plastic bags and styrofoam. Decatur County has permanent recycling sites in Greensburg, St. Paul, Lake Santee, and Westport, with mobile recycling the first and second Saturdays of the month. Remember to reduce, reuse, and recycle.
2 seconds to go. The shot's up on the rim, and it's.
Don't wait till the end of the game and the final buzzer to take your shot for a newer vehicle at Buy-Right Auto. Great game-winning vehicles and deals with Buy-Right Auto's experienced team. Win the game with a vehicle from Buy-Right Auto, Greensburg's used car superstore, 920 North Michigan Avenue, or call 812-662-9922 today.
Welcome back, everyone, to North Decatur High School. Halftime here with our Chargers holding on to a 1-point lead. We just went through a 15-2 run to get that lead back, so that kind of tells our folks that maybe haven't been watching how the game started for us, Jeff.
Yeah, we did not get off to a good start. That one of the keys to the game that Coach Metz had brought up. But we were able to come away in the second quarter and really changed the momentum of the game, I felt like, and got the pace quicker. Even got Milan sped up maybe a little more than they wanted to, and it worked out well for us as we finally got the lead there late in the second quarter. Real quick, Gabe Reilly's leading the Indians with 9 points. Micah Norman's got 7 points for them. Ben Reilly 6. And then Trent Lofferman 2. And Pierce comes off the bench and gives them 2 for their 26 points. They are 2 of 2 from the foul line in the first half. Did not shoot a foul shot in the second quarter. And I only have them for making 1 3-pointer in the first half. Our Chargers led in scoring by Brady Maurer. He has 8 points. And so does Caden Muckerhide, 8 points for him as well. Odell, getting his first varsity start of the night, has 6 points, 2 3-pointers for him. Mason Morris, playing a hard game inside, get 3 points for him. And Cooper Palmer comes off the bench and gives us 2 points, both of them in the first quarter. We hit 4 3-pointers in the first half, and we are 3 of 4 from the foul line in the first half.
Well, unofficially, Jeff, I had us 4 for 11 from the three-point line, which is not terrible. 10 for 26 overall from the field. The Chargers had 4 turnovers in the first half, and the Indians had 5. The one thing about those 5 turnovers for Milan, though, they came at a point where I think about 3 or 4 of those were in live ball situations where we were able to go the other way and convert them into to baskets on the other end. But just looking at it, I really think our little comeback started with the effort we had on the defensive end. We did a better job moving our feet. They weren't getting what I call paint touches with the ball. They weren't able to throw it inside or drive it inside, which created problems with us before. And I think that's what kind of solidified things for us on the defensive end. So we've got to continue to do that. They had, I think, if I remember right, counted 6 second chance points, and I think 4 of those came in the first quarter. Matter of fact, I think all 6 of those came in the first quarter. So once we cleaned up the defense and the defensive rebounding, that kind of helped us a little bit, and I think it was able to help us generate a little bit on the offensive end.
Yeah, starting out, you said their turnovers. I think they had 3 right in a row when we were right in the middle of our comeback. So inopportune times, their turnovers came, and we were able to convert. I think Odell hit 2 3-pointers in a row, and then I think we went to the line, got fouled on maybe the other one. So a really good run there by our Chargers. My question to you is, do you start the third quarter with the lineup you ended in the first half there, as that lineup made the comeback for you?
Well, I don't know. That's hard to say. I don't know our kids quite as well as Coach Metz does. If I were to guess, I would think he probably wants to get Owen back in the ball game to kind of get him in a little bit of a rhythm. But we'll see. You know, Owen's a pretty important cog for us on both ends of the floor. He just got to learn not to foul.
Well, typically he does a really good job, but boy, he picked up 2 there early in the first quarter, and you know, Coach Metz, as most coaches will do, you're going to set the rest of the time.
Yes.
Save those 3 fouls for the second half. What else? Yeah, we can get Owen in the scoring column, which I think, as I said that, I thought, you know, we need to get Eldridge involved. We need to, you know, make sure he's still engaged. I think our Chargers finally woke up. Maybe they had this game one Tuesday night in their heads, and it took a little bit.
The other real important play right at the end of the half here, Cooper Palmer made a really nice feed down low to get the ball to Mason Morris for an uncontested layup to give us that lead. That's a little shot in the arm for your team when you go in at halftime. You've been trailing, you've been behind the whole time, and need to make a play like that to get a little lead. So it gives us a little breath of fresh air, and it's kind of little bit of a deflator for the Milan Indians too. So we've got about 45 seconds to go here. We'll take one more sponsor break and be back with our Cannell and Daughters Car Wash third corner. Again, thanks to Stone's Farm Service for sponsoring our halftime show today. This is Charger Basketball on WCRE.
Sports are being brought to you in part by Chris Tebby with Hamilton and Tebby Law Office in Greensburg. Hamilton and Tebby specialize in business, estate, and family law, criminal defense, guardianships, wills, trusts, and more. Hamilton and Tebby Law Office is located at 117 South Broadway in Greensburg. If the ball's in your court, call 812-663-4082 about their legal services today.
Welcome back, everyone. Ready to start our Cannell and Daughters Car Wash third quarter. Be Indian ball to start with. Chargers on top, 27-26.
I believe, Gary, Milan walked out locker room, and they got to start playing here.
Yeah,
They didn't warm up at all, did
they were a little late getting out here, so here we go.
Looks like both teams go back with their original starting lineups. Milan with the ball. Ben really has it. Kicks out here to Norman on the left-hand side. Goes underneath the Gabe. Gabe's working against Owen. Owen, he's able to miss the shot. Odell with the rebound. He's going to run it up the court himself. Gives it to Muckerhide as North Decatur starts their offense here in the second half. Muckerhide out on the Charger logo. Indians still in that man-to-man defense. We get it inside to Eldridge. He has to fight for it a little bit. Up and under, and Owen puts it in.
Good start there. Nice feed. Owen made just a little drop step power move and got the bucket.
Really has it. Gabe really right corner. He tries to go over top of Eldridge. He steals the pass right in his hands. He's racing it up the court. Kind of loses a little bit. Finds Odell in the corner.
Might have walked there, but that's okay.
Mauer's going to try a three. He's off the side, no good. And Indians with the rebound. Norman with the basketball. He's going to bring it up. Chargers' biggest lead of the night, just 3 points. Gabe really puts a shot up long, no good. Odell's able to corral it. He gives it up to Muckerhide. Chargers quickly up in the front court now. Milan staying that man-to-man. You thought they might play zone.
Yeah, that's what Coach Metz kind of indicated when he...
Eldridge left side of the rim, up and in.
Got a good matchup down there. Owen's a little taller, a little stronger than Norman down there, so that's good that we're exploiting that.
Castleton up on top. Gets it to Lauferman. He traveled with the ball.
Yeah, 2 quick turnovers here by the Indians.
Indians played a really good first quarter. Gary, how long before their coach, how many points can North get ahead before he takes another timeout?
You know, I wouldn't think with a team like this that you've been struggling, you'd want to go much more than, maybe a little silly foul there by Brady Maurer after we had turnover. But I wouldn't think you'd want to get down more than 8 or 10. We're at 5 right now, and
well, we had an opportunity there. We tried to force feed it down the block, got tipped away. Brady Maurer picks up the foul, his second. Indians have the ball. Ben Reilly, left-hand side. His shot's missed, goes out of bounds on the Indians to Charger basketball. Another opportunity here.
Yeah, we almost didn't get the backside blocked out there. I know they kind of snuck in there, and luckily they batted it out of bounds.
Muckerhide brings it in the front court. Cannell and Daughters' third quarter here at North Decatur High School. Goes through Maurer's hands. Odell's able to save it from going out of bounds. Back to Maurer. Over the top to Eldridge. He mishandles that a little bit. Turnover by the Chargers. Norman's going to bring it down the right-hand side of the court for the Indians. Kicks out to a teammate. Now Ben Reilly tries baseline. Gets shut off in the lane. Kicks out to Norman. Fakes it. Now over the top, Gabe really puts up about an 8-footer on the baseline. It's no good. Maurer with the rebound. Gives it up to Muckerhide. Muckerhide down the middle of the court. Free throw line. Stops. Morris, delayed cut, and he rolls it in.
Good handoff there by Caden. Easy bucket for Mason Morris. So Chargers are up 7 now.
33-26. Norman drives, gets to the low block. He puts it up, no good. Maurer fights for the rebound. Morris is fighting for it. It goes to the Indians' hands. Morris comes away, Indians come away with it. Really has it now. Ben Reilly gets it in the lane. He gets stopped, has to kick it up on top. Now Norman has it high on the left-hand side. Morris is there to check in. Norman backs the ball out to the timeline, gets a ball screen, shoots at one from the free throw line. It's no good. And the ball gets tipped. It's going to be Indians' ball.
We've got to rebound better. We're just not. They're scrappy. You got to go up there with both hands and rip the thing down.
So Reilly steps out for the Indians under their basket. They go right over top. Gabe Reilly. Maurer's there, and he's going to pick up that foul. It's his third.
Yeah, we just kind of fell asleep on the out of bounds play there, and they just little looped one over the top over our head.
That's going to send Gabe Reilly to the line. He's the only Indian that's been to the line so far tonight. Hit both of them in the first quarter. This one's up, and it's good.
Nice touch. Rolled right over the front of the ring. Looks like Cooper Palmer checking in for Brady Maury. Picked up his third there. 33-27 Chargers. 4:55 to go here in the Canelli and Daughters Car Wash third quarter.
Gabe Reilly's second one is up, and it's good as well. 4 of 4 from the free throw line for that young man. 33-28, Chargers with the basketball and the lead. Muckerhide in the front court. Now Morris on the right-hand side. Muckerhide at the free throw line.
There's a little zone action now by the Indians.
He backs it out. Now he gets back in there. Kicks to Odell. Left wing three. It's long, no good. Ball gets tipped. Odell saves it in. Oh, I thought Eldridge would get it. It goes to an Indian. That's Norman. He's racing it down the court. Nice pass to Gabe Reilly. He puts it up, misses, but he got fouled.
Yeah, we didn't talk very well. Caden and Cooper both back there, and both of them kind of took the ball initially and really dumped it off to his brother there, and he got fouled.
So Gabe Reilly back to line for 2 more attempts. That foul was on Palmer, his first, and
in and out.
He misses. First free throw he's missed tonight. Gets the ball from the referee. Takes 3 dribbles, eyes it, flies it, knocks that one down.
Like a little three-quarter court 2-2-1 press here by the Indians.
Muckerhide's handled it on his own so far. Gets it to Eldridge at the free throw line. He gets the low block. Right side of the rim, up and in.
Good strong move there by Owen Eldridge.
Indians with the ball in the front court. 6-point lead for the Chargers. Norman has it, gets it in the lane, puts up a 14-footer and drains it.
Nice shot by Norman there. Had Mason Morris, and Mason did a good job of just getting his hands straight up. And
Muckerhide dribbles through that press. Left side of the rim, up and in. A couple more of that, and that'll be the end of that press. Indians with the ball, left-hand side, now up on top. Ben Reilly has it. Looked at a long three, thought better of it. Langferman has it, gets to the free throw line, gives it to Gabe Reilly. He comes around there, free throw line extended, moves it on out. Still has his dribble. Eldridge is on him. Up on top to Castletine. Now Norman, left-hand side. That drive gets stopped. Gabe Reilly in the lane. He goes shot over Eldridge. Eldridge kind of handicapped with 2 fouls a little bit, gets his own rebound. Now Eldridge gets it, and he got mugged, but no foul was called. Gets it to Muckerhide, and here come our Chargers. Chargers with the ball in the front court. Palmer back to Muckerhide. Getting directions from Coach Metz. 3:10 to play here in the third quarter. Muckerhide drives. Eldridge, right side of the rim, threw his hands out of bounds.
Just Owen got in a little bit of a hurry there. Didn't catch the ball before he made his move. But nice pass by Caden, and missed an opportunity. 37-31, 3 minutes to go here in the Canelli Daughters third quarter. Chargers on top.
Indians walk the ball across the timeline this time. That's Reilly. Castletine has it on the right-hand side. Up on top, Ben Reilly. Norman, right wing three, hits it.
Well, I like him, Jeff. He's a nice player. Just catch and shoot, and he's got some ball handling skills. Just does a nice job, and just a sophomore.
He's going to be a handful in years to come.
Yep.
Odell has it up on top, now to Palmer. Now here to the right-hand side. Looks like they're in that zone defense. Muckerhide, Palmer up on top. Muckerhide steps out to run it from the top now. Left-hand side, Odell. One dribble to Muckerhide inside. Muckerhide across the lane, puts it up. Tough shot, comes up short. And Ben Reilly pulls down the rebound. He's racing it up the right-hand side. Gets to Gabe. Left block, right up and in. Gosh.
Yeah, nice dump down there by Reilly. And Reilly to Reilly.
37-36. Milan's fought back. Now just a 1-point deficit for them. Muckerhide in the left corner now, zone defense. We need to put Palmer, I think, at the free throw line on this. He can pass the ball.
Yeah, he is a good passer. He does see people.
Palmer outside the arc, puts it on the floor, left side of the rim. He lost control of the basketball off the backboard into the Indians' hands. So here comes Norman. We don't turn around. He goes all the way in, charging foul on Norman.
Well, I think we were fortunate there. Cooper had pretty good position, but I didn't think he was straight up.
Well, Gary, you and I know this referee, and he knew the kid had his mind made up about the foul line.
Yep.
So
Enough said.
Yeah. Muckerhide gets the ball in front court for us. First foul on the Indians this quarter. Muckerhide kicks to Odell, left wing three, off the front iron, no good. His shots look a little flat here early in the second half.
I noticed that early, too. Even in the first half, I thought his shots were kind of flat. That's why he was short.
Well,
we just bailed Norman out there.
Yeah.
He had a chance to go to the bucket, and we just really, really tough shot that we sent him to the free throw line on.
That foul's on Morris, his first. Going to send is Norman, right?
Yep.
Norman misses his first.
Rattles it in and out. Got a chance to tie the game here.
Norman's second attempt.
Rattles
it's
that
no
one
good.
in and out.
And long rebound, fight for it. It goes into Muckerhide's hands. So still a 1 point lead for our Chargers. About a minute to play here in the Kennelly and Daughters third quarter. Odell right in front of Coach Metz. Now around the arc we go.
Indians really extending that zone.
Left-hand side, find Odell. Odell, Eldridge, nice pass underneath the Muckerhide up and in.
It's a nice job by Owen Eldridge there. That's what we call attacking the short corner there where Owen was at, and a lot of times they'll automatically just come out and try to cover that, and that leaves the middle open like Caden cut down the middle.
All right, 39-36. We have a out of bounds on the Chargers, so what are we looking for, Towel?
Yeah, I guess we got a little moisture on the floor there. Going to try to.
Kind of got a little helter-skelter with the basketball, Milan did, and a lot of bodies and stuff flying around down there. And how about that little Horseman kid getting that cleaned up? I bet he don't do that at home.
39 seconds to go here in our Kennelly Daughters third quarter.
Ben really to trigger it in.
Chargers up by 3.
Oh, nice pass into Norman. He misses right at the rim. Muckerhide's able to pull down the rebound. 35 seconds. We find Odell right in front of the Chargers bench. Takes one dribble. Muckerhide in the right corner. Up on top to Odell. Round the arc we go. Palmer has it up on top. Now Morris on the left-hand side. Takes a couple dribbles. Finds Muckerhide at the elbow. He turns, shoots, in and out, no good. And we got a foul on Odell going for the rebound. And, wow, that might have been the cheapest foul here tonight.
I was getting ready to say the same thing.
Odell's first. That's our team fifth, though, so they get a shoot.
Yeah, that makes it even tougher when you're 84 feet from the basket or 82 feet from the basket and commit that foul.
It's going to send Ben Reilly to the line, his first time at the line tonight. 15.5 seconds, and we send him to the line. That's a tough one. First one's up, and it's good. So we got some subs coming in and out of the game, all Milan.
Yeah, looks like number 3, Voss checks in, as well as number 15, McCown.
Really puts his second one up. It's long, no good. Long rebound. Loftman, he turns, puts it up. He misses it. Saves it in off the Chargers, so
there.
it's going to be Indians ball.
Yeah, we've got to clean up the boards there.
That's going to bring Norman back into the game.
Gives them unofficially 8 offensive rebounds for the game now.
All right, so Ben really triggered in, finds Norman, right-hand side, up on top, McCown. He drives in lane. He gets all the way to the rim, misses. We got 6 seconds. Muckerhide has it. He gets slowed down. We're down to 2. We kick it around, and that's going to be your quarter. Chargers up 39-37.
We'll take commercial break and be back with our Napoleon State Bank fourth quarter right after this.
If it's tire time, Walters Tire, your Goodyear dealer in Greensburg, has a great deal. Right now, you can get $200 in rebate savings on the purchase of 4 select Goodyear tires when you use your Goodyear credit card. And Walters Tire is part of the Goodyear Service Network and your Michelin Farm Tire dealer as well. Walters Tire at 220 West Main in Greensburg. Phone 812-663-7551.
Welcome back to North Decatur High School. We're ready to start our Napoleon State Bank fourth quarter. Chargers on top by 2, 39-37. Well, we increased our lead by 1 that quarter anyway, Jeff.
Yeah, and we started out really good. I think we had them down 7.
I think we were up 7, yeah.
And we just couldn't build, and then Milan put that run on us and really worked it back down.
Well, I still think that Milan's missing some shots now. We've got to find a way to attack this zone a little bit. Once the Milan Indian went to this zone, we've struggled a little bit offensively because those early baskets we got in this quarter were by Owen Eldridge inside, where we were able to isolate him a little bit, and so we've got to figure out how to attack this and not play out of control. I had 4 turnovers for the Chargers that quarter and 2 for the Indians.
Well, Gary, our zone offense now, we put Caden in the middle of that zone. Nothing wrong with that, but if he has to turn around and get that 15-footer, he's not the tallest kid on the court by any means.
Right. Well, we've got to get Logan Odell some shots against this. He's our best three-point shooter in there right now.
We get Muckerhide open in the free throw line. He has to kick out to Odell. It's off the front iron, no good. And the Indians pull away with another defensive rebound to start this.
Yeah, Logan's not following through right now, as I can see.
They get it inside. Ben Reilly, he puts up a tough shot, and he gets it up and in.
Nice move by Reilly in that he didn't panic. He had people around him.
That ties the ball game up at 39. Muckerhide finds Odell, left side of the rim, up and in. Maybe that'll get Logan started.
Sometimes you just need to see it go through the basket, regardless of what kind of shot it is.
2-point lead for our Chargers early in the Napoleon State Bank fourth quarter. Milan with the basketball. Voss gives it to Norman here on the left-hand side. Chargers stay in their man-to-man defense, have been all night. Voss stakes the 3, gives it to McCown. He's over on the right corner now. Goes over the top. Norman catches that pass I thought might go in the backcourt. McCown has it, now backs it back out. Gives it to Reilly, cross court to Voss. Voss puts it on the floor. He gets the right side of the rim. It's no good. Odell with the rebound, gives it up to Muckerhide. Muckerhide finds Eldridge on the left-hand side, front of the rim, up and in, and he got fouled.
Good transition there. Owen didn't have to put it on the floor by one time and got to the rim and got the foul, so good job.
Gabe really picks up that foul for the Indians. That's his first of the game. So just a third Charger to go to the line tonight. Chance for an old-fashioned three-point play here for Owen Eldridge. Big Sky free throws in the air. Good.
44-39 Chargers.
Indians quickly into the front court. Get to McCown. He works to the right-hand side. Now Voss. Now finds Pierce. He's high left wing. Mowers checked back into the game for our Chargers. He's got 3 fouls. Now Norman has it. He brings it to the left-hand side. Hands it off to Voss. He's up in the middle. He gets a ball screen. Goes around it. Kicks to the corner. That's Ben Reilly now. And Muckerhide, or is that Morris? Swipes it away from him. Up and in, and he got fouled.
Nice steal there by Mason Morris. Went the other way and got the hoop. Got a good chance to add on to that lead.
Ben Reilly, that's his third.
Yeah, Mason did a nice job there, just picking him out in front with the dribble there and took it all the way to the basket and scored.
Morris's Big Sky free throw. It's in the air. It's long, no good. Voss pulls down the rebound for the Indians, and he races it up the right-hand side of the court. We got a timeout by Milan.
Yeah, it's a full timeout, so we'll take some sponsor break and be back with Charger basketball here in our Napoleon State Bank fourth quarter.
JC Bank is now open in Greensburg at 1035 North Lincoln Street, bringing over a century of community banking to you. JC Bank supports local high school sports teams, helping young athletes thrive for stronger communities. They offer top-notch banking, investments, and trust services. Whether you need a mortgage or business banking, JC Bank is here for you. Learn more at jcbank.com. JC Bank, the bank for your street, not Wall Street. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Welcome back to North Decatur High School. Chargers have just extended their lead to 46-39 here in our Napoleon State Bank fourth quarter.
Well, quick start for us here in the fourth quarter.
Yeah.
Milan's picked up a couple fouls here, been to the free throw line.
Would not surprise me, although we've scored kind of in transition a couple buckets, but wouldn't surprise me to see Milan go back to man now. I might be wrong, but
well,
you know, they're down 7, and you know they want to make things happen, and you can't make a lot happen with a zone.
Well, Eldridge is on the bench right now, and they played a lot of man in that first half.
Yep.
With Eldridge sitting most of that first half, so it'll be interesting. Indians the inbound across the court from us. That's Voss that triggered in.
The Chargers are going to play a little zone here. Good call by Coach Metz here on the timeout.
And they go right inside to Reilly, left side of the rim. Tough shot. Palmer's able to control the rebound. Gives it to Muckerhide. Here come our Chargers. 6 minutes to play in the ball game. Muckerhide with the ball, moves it to the corner. Now to Maurer, back to Muckerhide.
Yeah, looks like they're going to stay in a man-to-man here, the Indians.
And Muckerhide just about gets his pocket picked. Now he does. McNown comes from the backside. He gets in lane, kicks to a teammate, comes up short. Muckerhide pulls down the rebound. They're on him all over the place. He's able to dribble out of it, finds Odell in the corner, but throws it to the door. Well, shoot. I think Muckerhide was expecting Odell to cut. He was lining up for that fast break three-pointer.
Zigged instead of zagged. It's like Gabe Reilly checks back in the ball game for the Indians.
Ben Reilly brings it across the timeline.
Chargers in their little 1-2-2 zone.
Voss has it on the right-hand side. Now Reilly up on top. Palmer's the point on this zone defense. Voss skip pass. Norman left wing 3, drained it.
He's a kid that doesn't need much time. He's got a quick release, and well, we got to know where he's at in that zone.
46-42, Chargers with the lead and the basketball. Milan in a man-to-man defense. Muckerhide with the ball in his hands out on the Charger logo. Now moves to the left-hand side. Morris has it. Maurer, right wing, up on top to Muckerhide. Muckerhide and Reilly eyeing each other. Now gives it to Maurer. Across we go to Morris. Morris hands to Muckerhide.
Yeah, we got to have some movement here. We're really not doing anything.
There it is. Morris tries to make a cut. He got held.
There, yeah.
We got the call here right below us. Fouls on number 3, Voss, his first. That's 4th team foul this quarter. Chargers have not picked up a team foul yet this quarter. So Muckerhide's going to trigger it in under our Charger basket. Goes over top to Eldridge. Eldridge about 12 feet away, puts it on the floor, and they're going to call travel. Could have gone one of two ways. And
should have probably just kicked that back out there.
Yeah.
You know, he really had pretty good position on him. And
Milan's basketball over the turnover after the turnover by our Chargers. Norman in the right corner with it.
It's the 7th turnover of the half for the Chargers.
Gets it inside the lane, kicks to Voss, left wing 3. We foul him on the 3. Morris fouls him on the 3. He's going to line for 3. It's Morris's second foul.
Yep, so the Indians have a chance to cut it to 1. Voss at the free throw line. 4:25 to go here in our Napoleon State Bank fourth quarter.
First one's up. No good. It's the ball for the second free throw attempt here. It's up. That one's good. Voss's first point of the night. His third attempt this trip. One dribble, puts it in the air. In and out, no good. Chargers with the rebound. Muckerhide brings it in the front court. Reilly and Muckerhide. Like the Indians stay in the man-to-man. Muckerhide's going to get a ball screen. They jump out of it. Voss jumps him. We go across the court to Morris. Muckerhide. Muckerhide gets Eldridge, mishandles a little bit, but gets his hands back on it. Maurer's going to try a 3 from over there. It's no good. Rebound goes to the Indians. We've been stuck on 46 here for a little bit, Gary.
Yeah.
Milan with the basketball. They move to the right baseline. Now kick it up on top. Pierce has it back to Voss on the right-hand side. Odell's on him pretty tight. Gets a ball screen. Doesn't use it. Norman has it up on top to Voss. Another ball screen for Voss. Works his chest in now. Gets it inside to a teammate. That's Pierce has it. Struggles with it a little bit. Kicks it back out to Voss on the right-hand side. Chargers stay in that man-to-man. 3.5 minutes to play in the ball game, and the Indians throw it away.
Yeah, that's only the third turnover I've got for the Indians this half. Chargers have got 7 this half.
That's a zig and a zag that Gary talked about earlier, but
like Cooper Palmer checking in for Mason Morris. Give Mason a little blow here. Mason's played pretty well for us tonight.
I believe, is that the first time he sat out tonight?
I think it is.
So 3.5 minutes and a 3-point lead for our Chargers.
We've got to get some movement of some kind here. It's
Looker High gets left side of the rim, gets it up, misses, gets his own rebound. He got fouled on that putback.
Probably fortunate there he was able to get that rebound back to go to the free throw line to shoot a couple of those Big Sky Restaurant free throws.
I got that on Ben Reilly, and if I'm correct, that's his 4th foul.
It is. That's what the board says anyway, Jeff.
So Caden's been in line earlier tonight. His first attempt just comes up short. I thought he was going to punch that one back to the mats on the wall.
Yeah, he wasn't happy about that. Mason Morris checks back in for Brady Maurer.
Looker High gets the ball from the referee for his second attempt. Toes the line, takes 2 dribbles, bends his knees, and puts the ball in the air.
And that one's long.
Yep. Come up blank that time from the free throw line. Still a 3-point lead, but Milan has the basketball. A chance to tie the game or cut the lead to 1. Gabe really has it, finds Norman up on top. Morris covers him quickly. He moves it to the left-hand side. Gabe really has it in the lane. Back to Norman, 3 from the corner, no good. Morris pulls down the rebound, and he's on the run. Right-hand side, they called a foul on the Indians. See who this is on. That's Ben Reilly, and he's done, according to my book.
Yeah, that hurts them. Senior leader for you that
he's going to check out of the ball game with 9 points for them tonight. Morris at the line, 2 free throws here. Big Sky free throw, it's in the air. He comes up short. Bend your knees, Mason.
Yep, just
we need to get off this 46.
Yeah.
We've been stuck there for a while. Morris gets the ball from the referee, tries his second attempt here. Gives the ball a spin in his hands. He puts it up. Looks better than it is.
47-43, 2:50 to go here in our ball game. Chargers on top.
Milan moves the ball to the right-hand side of the court. McGowan has it over there. Gets the ball screen. He puts up a 16-footer. It's off the back iron, still bouncing around.
Good block out that time.
Yep, Odell runs it down, gives to Muckerhide. He races it right up the middle of the court. He kicks to the corner, up on top to Odell. Odell backs it out, gives to Muckerhide. Muckerhide's going to back it out a little bit. Looks like Coach Metz wants him to slow it down and set up this offense. We got a 1-4 going on. They race Voss out. They get it to Parmer. Parmer back to Muckerhide. Moves it to the center of the court. Now gets in the lane, running 6-footer. It's missed, it's tipped up, and it is.
It's going to be black ball,
Yep, Milan's basketball. I think that's the right call.
You know, there's a situation right there where, you know, we've got the lead in our advantage. You got to have a little better management of the clock right there. We didn't use a lot of time. It wasn't a terrible shot by Caden, but I'd sure like to see us have a little patience there.
Indians with the ball. Lankerman has it, gives it up to Voss. We tip it out of his hands. He gets it right back. Now
Good
Parmer
steal
steals
by Cooper Parmer there. Oops, I guess maybe he's on the line.
Yep, must have stepped on the sideline over there. But good job by Cooper nonetheless.
That was, yep.
So Indians going to bound down by the corner on the baseline.
21 is going to check in for the Indians. That's the younger Langferman, played in the JV game, Grant Langferman. Their dad is the principal at Milan High School and also the football coach.
That's what I thought. I thought he was a football coach. They get it up on top to Norman. He wastes no time, puts up a long 3. It's no good. We watch it, but it bounces into Eldridge's hands.
Yeah.
We give it up to Muckerhide. We're under 2 minutes to play in the ball game. Cowan has it. He's on Muckerhide hard, and Coach Metz gets the timeout.
Like this is going to be a full timeout, so we'll take a sponsor break and be back with more Charger basketball.
This is Michelle Galk with Batesville Chrysler Dodge Jeep. With over 30 years of experience in the car business, we know the key to success is providing superior customer service before and after the sale. At Batesville Chrysler Dodge Jeep, service is not just a promise, it's a guarantee. We have a trained, low-pressure sales staff ready to serve you. We have a service department with Chrysler-certified technicians with years of experience and all the latest diagnostic equipment. Service before and after the sale. Why go anywhere else? Please visit us at Batesville Chrysler Dodge Jeep or online 24 hours a day at BatesvilleChryslerDodgeJeep.com.
We are back here at North Decatur High School for our final 143 of the Napoleon State Bank fourth quarter. Chargers on top 47-43 and have possession of the ball.
Well, Coach Metz isn't quite as animated at this timeout as he was in the one in the first quarter, Gary.
Yeah, sure, Milan's going to come out either in man-to-man or in some kind of half-court trap, them being down. The one thing that's playing into our advantage a little bit right now, Jeff, is defensively we can take some chances. We only have one team foul.
Yeah.
And so we've got 3 team fouls to use once we go on defense.
And Parmer's got 3 fouls. Everybody else has got 2 or less. Booker Heights got the ball. We inbound the backcourt. He moves it into the front court. He gets the left side of the rim, up and in.
Good drive there by Caden. We just kind of spread the floor out, and he was able to get to his left hand and made the layup.
49-43, Chargers up, and we foul him on the floor.
Yeah.
Good.
Not terrible, but just want to see us moving our feet there and forcing them to have to shoot perimeter shots. We don't want to stop the clock at this point. That works against us.
Fouls on Odell, his second, team second this quarter.
Like Mason Morris checking in for defensive purposes here. Brady Maurer out of the ball game.
All right, Indians the inbound under their basket. Norman to triggered in. They go right over top to, I can't see who that is, number 21. He's in the middle. He gets it back, puts it up short. He's fighting for the rebound. Ball's on the floor, and they say he was out of bounds with the basketball.
Yeah, Younger and Langford did a nice job there. They threw him the lob. He had a good shot there and got his offensive rebound, but just couldn't quite come up with it.
So Indians going to pick up full court now. Parmer triggered in. Get it to Muckerhide. It kind of looked like a trap. Muckerhide has trouble a little bit.
I'm not sure why he came back to the middle of the floor. He had the kid beat kind of on the sideline there, and he came right back into the other defender. And
refs call a tie-up on that. Looks like it's going to be Indians basketball.
So that would be a turnover on the Chargers. That is their 8th of the half.
Yeah, I think
12th of the game.
So
like Muckerhide's got a little blood on him, maybe.
Yeah.
So Coach Metz going to call a 30-second timeout here, so we don't have to take Caden out of the ball game.
I think that's Coach Metz's first 30-second timeout.
I just wonder. I was getting ready to see if that. Caden's been playing with some stitches in his left little finger area or whatever. I don't know if that's where that's at or not. It looks like it's more on his index finger, but maybe not. But
did they just put that tape on his index finger?
I can't tell from here, Jeff. Yeah, I think it is just on his index finger, so it must not have been the little finger that's got the stitches in it. 1:06 to go here in our ball game. 49-43 Chargers. Just what you don't want to do here. We've got a couple fouls to use if we need to, if they're going to the bucket or whatever. You don't want to foul unless you have to and stop the clock. The clock is your friend right now. And the other thing is that you don't want to obviously get out and foul three-point shooters either.
Norman triggered in. He triggers it into Voss here on the left-hand side. Odell loses his footing. Voss goes inside the arc and hits that 15-footer. And we got Coach Metz calling timeout.
Yeah, it was too bad. Logan Odell just kind of got his feet tangled up there and fell down, and that gave Voss a clear look. Well, this is a 30-second timeout again, so we'll just keep it right here. And 49-45 Chargers, 57.4 seconds to go. Well, we got to get the ball in and just take care of it here at this point. You know, Milan's going to put some pressure on us. You got to be tough with the basketball. Be ready for fouls because they're not going to let a whole lot of time tick off. They're probably going to commit a foul within 15 seconds if they don't get a steal.
So we got Parmer going to trigger it in. We move all of our Chargers down to this end of the court. We're going to set up in a line about the free throw line. We get the whistle, and Parmer gets the basketball. Get Muckerhide cutting right in front of him. He dribbles through that press, and now he gets around the second time, and they foul him right there at the free throw line, so he's going to the line for 2.
Looks like he'll go to the line, shoot a couple of those Big Sky restaurant free throws for us.
Langtherman Trenton picks up that foul, hits third. Muckerhide's at the line. 2 dribbles, boy, it got quiet in here, Gary.
Yes, it did. Yes, it did. Mason Morris checks back in for Brady Maurer for the Chargers, I'm sure, for defensive purposes. So
Coach Metz is coaching them up the defense here.
Chance to put us up 2 possessions, or not 2 possessions, but 6 points.
Muckerhide hits both of his.
Little three-quarter court pressure here, but just to kind of slow him down more than anything.
He busts right through that. McCowan puts up a 3 from the corner and hits it.
Yeah, that you got to get out. That's nothing wrong with that, really. I mean, that was too quick, but at the same time, he's a kid that played in a JV game. You probably don't expect him to be in there to knock down a 3-point shot like that. So good for him.
Yep, done a good job of stepping up there and taking that.
Looks like both teams are down to their final timeouts. 45.5 seconds to go. Chargers up by 3, 51-48.
All right, so 3 points. We get the basketball. We only have 2 team fouls. We're shooting now. You run that same inbounds play?
I don't know. I would say yes. That's pretty safe. You can generally get it in. You just obviously certain people you want to get it into if they foul to get people to the free throw line. Obviously, you probably want the ball in Caden's hand, or.
And I don't know. If you don't like it, I'm looking. I say you take, I don't know, Odell. You ought to do Eldridge. Turn and run him deep. He's a receiver in the football team, right?
Yep.
Looks like we're going to run that same inbounds play. Palmer's going to trigger it in under the Milan basket.
Caden will probably run just a cut underneath here all the way across. Nope, he just faked it.
Goes to the corner. Now he's got the whole right-hand side of the court, and they foul him. It's going to be on McCown. I got him for just 1, but. So Caden's back to free throw line. He made a living there Thursday night in the 4th quarter.
Yep.
Big Sky free throws for Caden. 42.4 seconds. 3-point lead.
Mason Morris ready to check in.
Got it.
(52-48). 42.4 seconds to go.
Muckerhide finally gets the ball from the referee. 2 dribbles, bends his knees, puts the ball in the air, and hits them both.
Just a little token man-to-man pressure now.
I think that's Norman over there with it. And make him bring it across the court. Free throw line extended, kicks McCown, just hit that 3. Now up on top of Voss. Voss gets a ball screen from Gabe Reilly. Now corner, McCown, he puts up another 3. Off the top of the backboard, no good. Morris is there to pull down the rebound. And we got a foul on the Indian there.
Yeah, it looked like Voss maybe, yep.
Yep. Voss, his second. Now they foul Muckerhide there because I seen him pushing against Morris, so okay. Muckerhide back at the line for our Chargers. 22, we're just going to call it 23 seconds. Now they are going to put Morris at the line.
Okay. Caden ended up with the ball, but I think they called the foul maybe before Caden got the ball. Officials talking now about who did get fouled, but.
So now my book looks like a mess. But I'll get it all straightened out. Muckerhide's going to the line. Back to Big Sky free throw line for Caden. Same routine, same result.
Yeah, if they're going to send you the line, you better make them.
That's especially this time. This time of the game, absolutely.
Had a chance to make it a 3-possession game here.
Muckerhide's second one is up, and he rolls that one in.
22.9 seconds to go, 7-point lead.
Norman puts up a long 3 straight on, no good. Eldridge does a good job blocking out, but he can't control it. McCown puts up a 3, and he hits another one.
That's their Milan's last timeout, so we got 12.5 seconds. 4-point lead for the Chargers. We'll just keep it right here. I'm sure Coach Metz is going to put a group in there that we can get the ball into and probably run that 4-cross set again. And
well, the nice thing about it is we got a 4-point lead. So if we go down there and end up with nothing, even if they come down and hit a 3, we still got a point lead.
And the thing to do probably, we've got 2 fouls to use. If we get it in and they foul us and we don't make free throws or something, you use your fouls. You don't want to foul a shooter, obviously, but if they steal the ball, hopefully you can get a quick foul and force them to take it out.
All right, so Chargers going to have to inbound under the Milan basket again. Come up a little different setup this time. We break Logan Odell deep, and boy, we missed him. He was wide open. Indians were able to get their hands on it, knock it out of bounds again, so have come up with a different inbounds play. Palmer's got the ball from the referee. Break two guys towards him, looking, and Palmer takes the timeout.
Yeah, good, smart decision by Cooper there, so we didn't lose possession.
That's a full. That's our last timeout.
We need to set some kind of screen there to get Caden open, and I think Owen was open initially, and Cooper didn't see him, and then they covered him up. But 55-51, 11.7 seconds to go.
Well, Gary, here's my argument. Me and Michelle, we argue watch a lot of college basketball. When they're pressing like that, I think the guards need to start farther out on the court.
You're exactly right.
You know, we're taught to start at the free throw line. You just run out of room so quick. If you'd start them farther up towards the middle of the court, now the defender's got to take them the whole way.
You know, a guy that I coached against years ago that started doing that, and I kind of picked up on that at the tail end of my coaching career. It's, number one, it's so hard to defend because you're trying to back up and not just move laterally, but back up, and it gives you a better advantage. You got more space to get the ball inbounds, but Mel Seifert at Batesville used to do that. He's the first guy I saw start doing that, and it really just makes it so much easier when you can open the floor up rather than crowding everything down along the baseline there.
Yeah. Now we're starting everybody a lot deeper this time. We don't run a screen. We get it into Maurer. Maurer gives it to Palmer. Palmer over to Muckerhide. We're at 8 seconds. Muckerhide gets it across the timeline. They grab his jersey, and they finally get a foul called. Fouls on Trenton Langferman, his fourth. Sent Caden back to the line.
Yeah, he's shot a few here in this fourth quarter, Jeff.
Yep. Oh, I got him for 2, 4, 6, 8. This will be his 9th and 10th free throw this quarter, and he hits that one.
Well, at this point, looks like our Chargers are going to survive and get ready for the next game.
Second one's up.
Hits both. Little pressure.
2 seconds. That's your last shot of the ball game. It's no good. Chargers win 57-51 in a dogfight tonight.
Yeah, it was. Give Milan Indians credit. They did a nice job and kind of kept right there, and they just couldn't get over the hump. They got that lead in the first half, and Chargers were able to make that little run at the end of the half to take the lead, and I think that was the difference in the ball game, really, Jeff. But we'll take some sponsor breaks and be back with wrap up and maybe a talk with Coach Metz right after this.
We all make preparations for our family's well-being in case of an accident or job loss, but it's just as important to plan ahead for the inevitable, to record and communicate our end-of-life wishes to help ease the stress and emotional burden on our families. Helping our neighbors plan ahead with no cost or obligation is what Gilliland Howe Funeral Home does best. Planning your own funeral arrangements in advance is one of the greatest gifts you can give your loved ones. It can help eliminate guesswork for your family, and with our complimentary assistance, it's actually very simple to do. Give us a call at Gilliland Howe Funeral Home, 812-663-8341.
The Wrap Up the Year sales event is underway at Acre Chrysler Dodge Jeep and Ram. Right now, the crew at Acres have great deals, incentives, and blowout pricing on all new 2023 vehicles. New 2023 Ram trucks save up to $15,000 off MSRP. And pre-owned vehicles are red tag sale price to move to make room for the new 2024 models. See Josh Camplain, Tony DiLoretto, Kevin Milburn, or Dan Rubel for the Wrap Up the Year sales event at Acre Chrysler Dodge Jeep and Ram in Greensburg.
Fill those recycling containers. In Decatur County, acceptable items you can recycle include aluminum and steel cans, glass bottles and jars, plastic tubs, jugs, and bottles, paper products like cardboard, newspapers, magazines, office paper, and all that unwanted junk mail. Items that are not accepted include plastic bags and styrofoam. Decatur County has permanent recycling sites in Greensburg, St. Paul, Lake Santee, and Westport, with mobile recycling the first and second Saturdays of the month. Remember to reduce, reuse, and recycle.
2 seconds to go. The shot's up on the rim, and it's.
Don't wait till the end of the game and the final buzzer to take your shot for a newer vehicle at Byrite Auto. Great game-winning vehicles and deals with Byrite Auto's experienced team. Win the game with a vehicle from Byrite Auto, Greensburg's used car superstore, 920 North Michigan Avenue, or call 812-662-9922 today.
Sports are being brought to you in part by Chris Tebby with Hamilton and Tebby Law Office in Greensburg. Hamilton and Tebby specialize in business, estate, and family law, criminal defense, guardianships, wills, trusts, and more. Hamilton and Tebby Law Office is located at 117 South Broadway in Greensburg. If the ball's in your court, call 812-663-4082 about their legal services today.
If it's tire time, Walters Tire, your Goodyear dealer in Greensburg, has a great deal. Right now, you can get $200 in rebate savings on the purchase of 4 select Goodyear tires when you use your Goodyear credit card. And Walters Tire is part of the Goodyear Service Network and your Michelin Farm Tire dealer as well. Walters Tire at 220 West Main in Greensburg. Phone 812-663-7551.
JC Bank is now open in Greensburg at 1035 North Lincoln Street, bringing over a century of community banking to you. JC Bank supports local high school sports teams, helping young athletes thrive for stronger communities. They offer top-notch banking, investments, and trust services. Whether you need a mortgage or business banking, JC Bank is here for you. Learn more at jcbank.com. JC Bank, the bank for your street, not Wall Street. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Welcome back, everyone, to North Decatur High School, where our Chargers closed out a 57-51 victory over the Milan Indians. Coach Metz not out and kind of heading this way. Jeff, you want to go through the scoring real quick before he gets up here?
Yeah, our Chargers led tonight. Caden Muckerhide, 22 points, 8 of 10 from the foul line in the fourth quarter. Owen Eldridge ends up with 9 points tonight. Didn't get much playing time in the first half, but a really good second half. Mason Morris, Logan Odell, Brady Maurer, 8 points each. Parmer comes off the bench tonight, gives us 2 points. 13 of 18 from the foul line tonight, most of that in the fourth quarter.
Coach Metz is good enough to join us now. Well, Coach, we got a little slow start, you might say.
Yeah, and we got to do a better job of coming out on a Tuesday night with a little bit more energy.
Yeah.
I thought that was going to be key for us. I thought that was kind of the hindrance of our JV game prior, just kind of being out there, going through the motions. Kids are kids. They know what the record is.
Oh, yeah.
They're thinking sometimes that we're going to be able to walk on the floor and just beat anybody. But as you and I know, that's why they play the game,
Well, I thought real critical stretch, probably the difference in the ball game was the 15-2 run we ended the half on to take a 1-point lead there. And it was a big play when Cooper spotted Mason Morris down under the basket for that layup, because that's, on the other side of the coin, that's kind of a deflation for Milan going into the locker room, and a little uplift for us.
And we talked about that going in. I felt like we took their best shot offensively in the first quarter and come out of it with a 1-point lead. Do we feel like we left a lot of our own out there? Sure. But the way the game started and went for us in the first quarter, and for us to respond back like we did in the second, I thought that was, like you said, that was a key stretch for us to get our confidence back, get our minds right, get some energy about us, and I thought it kind of carried on throughout the rest of the game.
Well, I thought early in the game we were kind of, I don't know if you agree with me or not, we were kind of letting them do what they wanted to do offensively. We weren't moving our feet. They were getting paint touches with the dribble drive and scores. They had 6 second chance points in the first quarter, and so I told Jeff, you tighten some things up defensively, and that helps you on the other end.
Yeah, and we've got to do a better job of dictating. That's something that we preach every day in practice, and I don't know if a switch will eventually click. I hope for our sake that it does. But dictate, we've got one of the fastest kids on the ball in southeastern Indiana. Get up there and dictate where that guy's going to go with the basketball instead of letting him go where he wants, and it's just little things. It's not just all on Caden, but, I thought along with that, we did a great job tonight of watching. You don't want to do a great job of watching. When the shot goes up, you ought to be in action, because if the ball hits the rim and you're not already in that defensive block-out positioning, as you guys know, it's too late. So you're going to get either lucky or they're going to get an offensive rebound, and those 6 points were kind of backbreaking when they happened there in that first half.
Right. Well, it didn't help with Owen Eldridge getting a couple early fouls and having to settle a lot of that first half. But I'll tell you what, Owen, we talked about, I thought gave us a great lift to start that second half.
Yeah.
You were able to isolate him down there on Norman, I think it was, or whoever.
Yeah. And he is. He's a weapon for us, because you're not going to designate probably your biggest guy to him. And if we can get him matched up in a favorable matchup with a guy like size with him, somebody that's not going to push him out, he's got a great opportunity to go down, use that spin move, and go up and finish strong. We're still trying to embrace with him, or trying to get him to embrace the physicality of it. I think there's a lot of times, he's played guard his whole life. Now this year he's being thrust down into that post area, and that's not an easy transition. You get yourself down there and you seek out, big guys know to seek out the contact, seal, and a lot of times if you watch him, he'll catch himself. He's almost straight up and down, and he's not ready to catch. He doesn't have his hands ready. So really working him into that spot, I think is going to be huge for us, not only these last 4 games, but heading into the tournament. Because he gives us something that we weren't relying on coming into this year.
Right.
We lost Lance. We could go back to the basket. He could score. And sometimes when your shots are not going in from the perimeter and you've got the ability to throw it into a guy who's shooting 50% at the rim, I'll take 50% at the rim over 19% from 3, as we sometimes fall into. Right.
One other young man I'd like to point out I thought played really well tonight for you at both ends of the floor is Mason Morris.
He did. I talked to him and Cooper. Based on matchups and the teams that we're going to be playing from here on out, it might depend on who's coming in, who's starting the game, who's coming in first. And I knew Milan had 2 really nice guards that play hard. The Norman kid, for a sophomore, he's got a quick trigger. He does. He can move off the ball and catch and fire. And Mason did a nice job of staying glued to his hips. There were a few times where we kind of slipped up and didn't go over top of screens like we wanted to. But at the end of the day, I can't ask for a much better job. I thought he probably got, 2 or 3 tip deflections on jump shots, elevating, and as the release came, he got a piece of it. But Mason did. He ebbs and flows, so to speak. But when he's on, man, he's an athlete that has got long wingspan, can make life difficult for the opposing team, and I thought he really stepped up and showed out tonight.
A couple times where he forced live ball turnovers that led to transition baskets, either one for him or one for, I think Logan Odell had that 3 down in the corner in the first half off a live ball transition there. But that's great. Well, Coach, good win tonight. Now we get ready for Knightstown Panthers on Saturday night. What can you tell us about them?
Knightstown's got a really nice player in Michael Roberson, kind of a 3-level scoring guard for them, senior. And they're a little bit below 500, maybe 8 and 9 sitting right now in the season. But it always proves difficult for us, or seems to prove difficult for us, going on the road on a Saturday night, knowing that our girls, I hate that we cannot be there. It absolutely kills me. But knowing that it's probably just going to be us that show up on the bus there, as it should be. I hope all of North Decatur goes to West Washington and supports our Lady Chargers. But, it's going to be a unique experience for us. It's got to be another night like tonight where we've got to bring the energy. I think that we got the pieces to be the better team. It's all going to depend on which North Decatur team shows up.
That's kind of always the case, isn't it?
Always the case. As long as we stay away from our first quarter woes, I think we'll be okay.
Yeah. Well, Coach, again, another good win tonight. I know we struggled a little bit there, but it's a sign of a good team when you can kind of correct things and bounce back and survive some things down the stretch here. But Caden went to the line and made some free throws for us, which helped things. But good win, and best of luck on Saturday night up at Knightstown, Indiana.
Thank you very much, guys. I appreciate you doing the game tonight.
All right. Thanks, Coach. Jeff, I don't know if you want to mention the Milan scores at all, or did you mention that?
Yeah, I'll run through them real quick. Micah Norman, who Coach Metz just talked about, I had him for 15. Gabe Reilly had him for 14. Ben Reilly, 9, done most of their ball handling tonight. McCown comes off the bench, scores 6, got those 2 3-pointers there in the fourth quarter. Then they had Voss with 3. They had Pierce with 2, and I had Trenton Lochterman with 2. They were a 7 of 13 from the foul line. We were 13 of 18 from the foul line.
Okay, so the free throw line was the difference, basically.
Yeah.
Well, we appreciate everyone joining us tonight. Again, reminder, our Lady Chargers will be in action at the West Washington Regional on Saturday at 4 o'clock. So we encourage all of you, and we are making our best efforts to be able to bring both the boys game to you Saturday night, which will be about a 7:30 tip time for the varsity up at Knightstown. Unfortunately, the girls game, if we can get all the equipment we need, we'll have Eric Whitaker and Todd Maurer to maybe bring that. That will not be a video. It'll be audio only. So Jeff and hopefully Matt Morris will help Jeff on Saturday night up with the boys game, and we'll see how things go from here.
Sounds good. Good job tonight, Gary.
Appreciate it, Jeff. Thanks, Michelle. Did your usual fabulous job. Thanks. Good night, everybody.